And welcome to Kentucky Brew Reviews. Tonight we're going to be trying Red's Apple Ale and Smirnoff Green Apple Premium Malt Beverage. Now the reason we are doing, obviously these aren't similar products, but the reason these were left in my fridge, so we decided to go ahead and
do a review on them. They're both twist off tops, so I'm going to start with the Reds because I've had Reds before. I've never had the Smirnoff before. I have a little bit of a problem drinking something that claims to be beer, because this does claim to be beer.
It claims to be a malt beverage, not a malt.
Oh, does it?
Malt beverage.
Oh,
okay,
never mind.
You still see malt liquors? It's not claiming it's a malt liquor. It's claiming it's a malt beverage. Now, there's also, we're doing Red's Apple Ale. Red's Apple Ale are different than ciders, okay?
It is actually an ale.
Yeah, it's an ale, not a cider.
It's almost a cider. It's not an ale in the same way.
It's not as sweet as a cider, that's for sure.
In the same way that it's not this. I wouldn't call it a beer in the same way that I would call Blue Moon a beer.
Yeah.
Blue Moon is without a doubt beer. Red's Apple Ale is pretty easy to mistake for a cider because look at it. There's almost no carbonation. Mine's
a little carbonated. Mine's got medium carbonation. It smells like apples.
It smells like cider. And
but here's the difference. See, with ciders you get the fermented apple smell to it, and maybe a little bit of vinegar notes. This, it smells like straight up apples.
Yeah,
you don't get any of that fermented smell to it.
It's a very simple smell, which is not terrible. Having a simple smell is not a bad thing, but it smells just like apples and nothing else. And it also tastes. Nope. Right at the very end there. At the very end there, there's something.
I don't think it tastes like a cider. It's not. Ciders are pretty sweet. This isn't very sweet. It's got a light sweetness to it.
It's got apples. You can get a little bit of a pucker along the sides, along the edges of your tongue.
It's refreshing.
Definitely refreshing. You would drink this on like if you were going to go out, not camping. Camping is when I go camping, I need more manly beer. But if I were out, just like
this is something I would switch to if I needed a break from beer.
Like I'll never need a break from beer.
Some nights,
beer and I are going.
Some nights I just don't feel like beer. You know what I mean? Some nights you do, some nights you don't. I like Reds. It's pretty good. I like it because it's not as sweet as, like I said, a typical cider, and they're much cheaper.
How much is it?
12 packs about $14. You know, you figured your Woodchuck is about $8.99 for a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Your Angry Orchard is $9.99 for a 6-pack. I think Red's is much cheaper and reasonably priced, and it comes in variety packs. They have a strawberry ale and they have a tea now. I'm not entirely.
I haven't even seen the tea.
The tea's really new. I've only seen it with the strawberry and the regular.
We should attempt to find the tea.
I have to buy a 12 pack.
Pretty good.
I'm a cheap bastard, so. Yeah, it's tasty. It's not dry like a cider either, by the way.
No, it's not.
Anyway, so what would you rate this, Radar?
It's got kind of a thin mouth feel. It's very appley.
Not artificially appley.
Well, I don't know about that. Artificial apple tastes pretty similar to regular apple. If
you say that now. You say that now.
I've never had that before.
Wait till you taste this.
I'm going to give this a 6. I buy this mostly for my girlfriend. I've bought it. What are you doing? It's the most irritating sound I think I've ever heard.
I'm a rapper.
Stop it.
Just like rap is the most irritating sound I've ever heard. Anyway.
Like, there are raps. Anyway.
Back on subject.
I bought this for my girlfriend, and when I run out of beer, I usually crack into her Red's Reserve. So, I've had this before. I'll have it again, and I'm going to give it a 6. 6.5, actually. I almost want to call this a 7, but it's a 6.5.
I was about to give it a 6.5. So we clearly agree on this. It's good. You know, the price point for, if I'm going an apple type beverage, the price point is there. It's a reasonable price point. Like I said, I like ciders, but the issue with ciders are they're very expensive. And, you know, I don't want to pay $10 for a 6-pack Angry Orchard. And plus, they're a little sweet for me. So if you only drink 1 or 2 of a cider, these I could probably drink a 6-pack of them before I'd start getting with them.
I don't know. It's still pretty sweet for me. But then again, we're about to have.
All right.
We're about to have the green apple, the
original girly drink,
the incredibly clear. Just look how clear that is.
4.5%.
That is the clearest thing. This is
the Reds is 5, by the way, 5%.
The Smirnoff makes vodka. So is this vodka based?
Probably.
Yeah.
They make a variety of beverages. Smirnoff was probably one of the original. I say this nice, girly drinks out there. It looks like Sprite.
I mean, my girlfriend drinks these a lot. She usually drinks them when I'm not around, though, so I don't think I've actually had one.
My wife,
her and her friends like to drink these a lot.
Carbonation on that bad boy. Clear as it's like Sprite. Looks like reminds me of Sprite.
It does kind of look like a mixed Sprite drink. Well, I almost tasted that when I smelled it. It was crazy.
You're gonna be intrigued. Just taste it. It's so nastily sweet. It's too sweet, man. It's way too sweet for me.
Kind of clings to the back of your throat a little bit.
It's because it's so sweet. Ugh.
It is just like taking a big mouthful of pre-gelatinized Jolly Rancher. That's really weird.
It's so sweet.
Like if Jolly Rancher came in a liquid form, I think this is what it would be. This is like an alcoholic Jolly Rancher.
It's too sweet for me. Like I said, I've had this before. My wife drinks them all the time.
It's just about too sweet.
It's way too sweet for my taste. I don't like really sweet things, as Radar has seen in previous beers. Like really sweet beers turn me off. So what would you rate this, Radar?
It's definitely interesting. The sweetness note is prevalent's not the right word for this.
It's all sweet all the way. It's all the way through sweet. Like every
part of this is sweet. I want to give it. It's like it's a 3. I bought it for my girlfriend.
Well, you wouldn't buy it for yourself, obviously.
I bought it for my girlfriend though, and that is definitely a boon. That gives it points to begin with because she likes it.
My wife likes it.
I don't think I like it very much though. I'm going to give it I'm going to give it a 2.5.
Stop changing this because when you change it makes me hard when I put the numbers on the thing because I'm like, oh, he said, I got to change it again.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I'm still going to give it a 2.5. You should start out with 2.5.
Still likes these. Still
really?
Likes. Well, I say he likes them. He will drink one, but when he drinks one, I say he chugs some other. But he will. It's something different if you're.
It is definitely something different.
If you've been drinking. If I'm 10 or 15 beers in, I might want to drink something else in between there. I wouldn't necessarily do this. This would be...
If I'm 10 or 15 beers in, I'm going to take a nap.
Once again, you have not been drinking with this one. Anyway, I'd rate this a 3. It was the last thing I had in my fridge, and I really wanted to get a drink. I would try to drink it. I think I probably would only be able to drink 1 or 2.
I wouldn't be able to drink very many of them.
It's really carbonated too, so it makes you burp a lot.
This seems like a trainer beer, even though it's not beer.
It's nothing, man. This is straight up what you get when you're an underage kid and you want to drink. Like
that's illegal. No one does that.
Yeah, we don't support underage drinking, but I'm saying, this is something.
This does seem like something that like a 16-year-old would be like, yeah, I feel like such a badass. I've got 3 of these things that are in beer bottles and they're slightly alcoholic.
You don't get any alcohol from them, that's for sure.
No, there's definitely. I wonder.
It's 4.5.
It's just not my cup of tea.
Once again, we're rambling. That's our show. I'm Special K.
I'm Radar.
And if there's something you'd like to see on our show, you can leave a comment below. And thanks for watching.